Another one's called the hurry up and wait, where some Republicans wanted to put a time limit on the amount of time it would say for a patient to wait between their primary care and a specialist, or the time period they have to wait between the specialist and a specific test. They wanted to put limits on those time frames so that, unlike in Europe or Canada or Australia, instead of waiting 18 days in America, they're waiting 4, 5, 6 months. They offered that as an amendment. No, it was shut down. Stop the job-killing employer mandate. That's the one where they're demanding that all employers, whether you have part-time employees, full-time employees, whether you have 3 employees or 3,000 employees, you have to provide health care insurance to your workers, which they say will be the death knell for small businesses. That was killed. Suspend the job-killing employer mandate if the national employment rate reaches 10%. Well, we know it's practically at 10% right now, so there was no way they were going to let that slide, so that was defeated. Waive the employer mandate if it will cause layoffs, worker salary cuts, or reductions in hiring. Well, this is a no-brainer because they know that a government-run health care plan is going to cause all of those things, so of course they nixed that. Protect employers from unfair taxation. That's where if these employers do not provide coverage, they're going to get taxed tremendously. They want to, find some other way around that, not be so harsh. That was defeated. Protect employers who do offer their employees health care coverage, meaning if your employees already have a plan through whatever organization you have as a small business owner, they'd be allowed to keep it. They couldn't be forced to switch. The employer could rightly not even suggest the government-run plan. He can say, you know what, they're happy. They took that out. Small business health plans. There's a lot of small businesses, as many of you know, that are involved in co-ops, where it's a pool of funds. It's very private. It doesn't have a lot of oversight. People who are in it claim it's fantastic. You only use what you need. They nixed that. Unnecessary lawsuits. People want to put a cap on these people making, $2 million because their doctor, cut off a tip of a finger instead of the tip of the thumb. I don't know. We all know tort reform needs to get done, and there's not a single bit of it in this health care plan. And we know that that's what keeps these costs so high. That was defeated. Prevent taxpayer funding of abortion. As you know, they suggested it, even though they're claiming that there's no language that would make abortions being paid for by tax dollars. So they said, well, okay, if that's true, then let's just say right now, let's prevent taxpayer dollars from funding abortions. But no, that amendment did not pass. Let's see what else we have here. Specify that Congress should read the health care bill before voting on it. And that amendment was defeated. And I'm sitting here laughing, but I mean, if you can't laugh, you'll just, your head will spin around in circles. So, in closing, I wanted to read something, just one last thing about Saul Alinsky, just to give everyone an idea. The dedication of Saul Alinsky's book, Rules for Radicals, says this, quote, "Lest we forget at least an over-the-shoulder acknowledgement to the very first radical from all our legends, mythology, and history, the first radical known to man who rebelled against the establishment and did it so effectively that he at least won his own kingdom, Lucifer," unquote.